were 11 from Budapest. Half of them were arrived from Europe, and the other half arrived from all other countries of the world. And every fourth student, 25% of the European students were our students. 19 universities are participating in that project. So that shows the strength of the education of our universities. And the same happened at the level of the doctoral training centers. We launched doctoral training centers last year in November. Doctoral training center means that you have a regular PhD education in Hungary and in other countries of Europe, which takes 3 to 5 years. And now we add one more year to ask the PhD students to get business experience, to get experience at the industrial partner, and to travel abroad and get experience abroad. And for that extra year to organize that kind of education, we launched these doctoral training centers. And as I mentioned, we have 8 nodes, and one of the first 4 doctoral training centers was started at Budapest, so we were among the first ones. And when it was started, we had about 50-55 PhD students at European level, and among that we had 10 at the beginning from Budapest, so about, again, 20% of the students were Hungarian students, and now we are at the stage where we have already 60 PhD students involved into that program. We had a very, very successful story on teaching them how to turn their research results towards business. We asked students, MBA students from the University of Economical Sciences of Budapest to help us. So we made pairs of students, computer science PhD student and a student of the Economical University, and they worked together and for half a year. And now they have business plans, what to do with the results of our PhD students. We focus our doctoral training center on excellence in communication software and system performance. This means on the topics which are most developed, and there are intensive research around our among our industrial partners, Ericsson, Nokia, Siemens Networks. They are very heavily, General Electric Healthcare, they are very heavy involved into that topics, communication, software intensive systems, complex software intensive systems, and network system performance. Sorry. And finally, I would like to mention that we started this spring to cooperate with that new, very successful set of Hungarian startups. And here is a list of the startups who have signed a contract with us already to help our program in innovation, in education, in cooperation in research development, to launch joint project. And what we can promise them, that we can help them to lift their results for a European dimension. So we can link them very easily with very excellent partners in Paris, Helsinki, London, and I am here because of I hope we can link them easily with excellent partners here in Silicon Valley. So thank you very much for your attention, and I'm happy to answer.
Questions? So out of the 5,000 applicants, are they all accepted?
5,000 are the number of our students at the 2 universities. Mm-hmm. The number of applicants for these joint master programs are about 500, a little bit less, but from all around the world, so not only our students. We have all of the students who were applied from us were accepted. There was a very strange situation this year because of one of the master programs called Service Design Engineering received 40 applicants from all around the world from many universities. And among the 40 applicants, we had 4 from Budapest this year. And there was a list of rankings. And I was very proud, but I was not completely happy because I was afraid of the reactions, that among the top 5, we had 4. So that was how it was.
course, familiar with the fact what the EIT is, the European Institute for Innovation and Technology. Originally was funded, as a copy of MIT. That was the whole idea behind it, to have such a kind of institution, which is a little bit funny because the concept of MIT was exported from Europe to America, was made successful as no Europe 100 years later tried to establish something similar, or with a concept, to bring together universities and companies to work together in research and applied science and so on. So EIT, European Institute of Innovation and Technology, the idea behind is to create something similar as MIT. But the most important from our point of view, the headquarter of this EIT is in Budapest. That is the only one European institution of the European Union which has the headquarter in Hungary, and that is EIT. And they are working in a way, creating clusters. They call it Knowledge and Innovation Society. And what we have seen is ICT cluster, where Professor Horváth and the university has a very strong part. It is planned for the next 7 years that also 3 new kits or knowledge and innovation communities will come to it, and we hope that Hungary could play also a good role in it. So when we have the headquarter, that means also if you are connected with Hungary, you will have also some connection to the headquarter of the
Thank you. One more.
So my name is Lars Johansson. I'm an attorney here in Silicon Valley, and I just have 2 questions. One question is, so I help a lot of European businesses migrate to the US and establish a presence and so forth. Hungarian companies, where do they end up typically? Do they end up in the Boston area, East Coast, in Silicon Valley? And the follow-up question is, how do we help Hungarian companies integrate or plug into the network that is existing here?
So I think that's for me the question.
Okay. My colleagues honor me with the possibility of the answer. Well, to be honest, I don't have a statistics, but definitely Silicon Valley is an important destination for Hungarian startup companies who want to establish a U.S. presence. But we know of some, for example, in New York, we will have a company that will present. It's a medical equipment company, and they have their local center in Boston, and also an IT company that is from the Boston area. Some are looking for New York. So yeah, these are the main areas. And what was the second question? How can you help?
Yeah. What kind of infrastructure do you have, or
what infrastructure we have? Well, as a government, we don't have any infrastructure in these areas. What I said before, we will have a dedicated person for science and technology and innovation in a diplomatic position, and he will start working as of end of summer in New York. But he will have he will spend a lot of time here as well, and hopefully at one point we can establish an office. This would be like the office of this diplomat here in Silicon Valley. And apart from that, we are now looking around for other soft landing opportunities that we can utilize here, obviously on an individual and business basis, but also we are looking into what kind of government support we can provide for that.
May I just add something to it, because I'm a colleague of Lars and I'm also an attorney, and I think there are a lot more Hungarian companies now than there were 10 years ago, and hopefully these people take the message back that they can come and have work virtual presence and whatnot. And I think the Hungarian companies with really good technology figured out that this is the place to come and commercialize their product. And yet the development team stays back there, exactly what we were saying. And this is how it increases their economy as well. But you know, there's a lot more going on without the companies actually being here. I know several game developers who outsource a lot to Hungarian companies. And of course they're not here, just, you know, and quite a few in the music business as well. So, I mean, I think they're coming. The EU is so much easier for them than coming us on the West Coast. But we're working on it, and they're all invited.